And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's now time for week 9 of SmackDown. We are now live from Portland, Oregon. And man, what a match card we have for you tonight. As in for our main event, we have the number 1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, Dolph Ziggler. Of course, he won a matchup against Ryback at the Live from MSG pay-per-view to determine the number 1 contender for the Black World Heavyweight Championship. Well, tonight he faced off against a worthy opponent in Cesaro. But now, you gotta think the question here. If Cesaro is to defeat Dolph Ziggler, who is your number 1 contender, you gotta think if Cesaro could probably turn into a triple threat, or if he could probably take Dolph Ziggler's number 1 contendership out of his grasp. We shall see, but that's later on in the main event. Well, main event, that for sure is going to be two highly talented wrestlers. Ziggler, he's currently no contender for the Black's World Heavyweight Championship. He did defeat Ryback in Ziggler and Ryback's third ever meeting, and the third one most likely was the best one. First one was the second best. The second one, in which Ziggler won, it was kind of sluggish, but then the third one, their best matchup between the Ziggler and Ryback trilogy, even though it's actually turned into a trilogy. But anyway, moving on. So we're gonna kick things off here on SmackDown with the Cruiserweight title tournament, not like in real life WWE with the 205 weight limit for Cruiserweight Championship. Instead, it's going to be a 220 pound limit. So now, if anything, I believe SmackDown back in 2003 they did something with this for the Cruiserweight Championship, which is why they had Matt Hardy have the Cruiserweight Championship. So it was like anyone who was under 220 pounds. So it'll be accurate here. Since Kingston, I believe he's probably under 220 pounds. If he's not, well, then I feel like an idiot. But I know Rollins is. Seth Rollins is, 217 pounds, so he deserves to be here. Not sure about Kingston. I think Kingston deserves to be here, but I just got really, because he's a high flyer, I guess. And as this is now the finals of the Cruiserweight title tournament, of course, Seth Rollins, he did defeat, he defeated Billy Kidman in the quarterfinals and defeated his rival in numerous mode, Kota ibushi, in the semifinals when they relived their rivalry after 1 week of them not having the rivalry. So yeah, and then Kingston, he did defeat Juventud Guerrera in the semifinals, and in the quarterfinals, Kingston defeated Ultimo Dragon, I think. No, Juventud Guerrera defeated Ultimo Dragon. I forgot who Kingston defeated in the quarterfinals, but anyway, that's how these two men are now in the finals, and that's a rundown of the match card. Later on, we're going to have the debuting Hideo Itami. He's finally debuted in numerous mode. He's going to face off against Kota ibushi. That for sure is going to be a great, fast-paced matchup. Definitely worthy of seeing. And we continue with the New Day and Young Bucks rivalry as Big E and Xavier. They're going to take on the Young Bucks, of course. And now DT from Rollins moments ago to Kofi Kingston, to those broken steel steps. Kingston's head landing right on the steel. Rollins picks up a victory, and ladies and gentlemen, Seth Rollins. Well, that was a quick matchup to kick off the night, but Seth Rollins, he is your first ever Cruiserweight champion here on to SmackDown side of humorous mode. So, let's see. Raw's X-Division champion, Ricochet, ECW's Hardcore Lightweight champion, Neville, our Cruiserweight champion here on SmackDown, Seth Rollins. Sounds pretty good. That'll be a great triple threat if that happens. So anyway, Big E and Xavier Woods versus Young Bucks will be the next matchup. That's, of course, Kofi Kingston. He's not associated with the New Day. I've not made him associated with the New Day. Instead, he is associated with R-Truth, and so they're in their own tag team. But, since Kingston was in the tournament, the tag team between R-Truth and Kofi Kingston had to wait up a while. So they might as well go back to a tag team contendership. I don't know. Anyway, moving things on. Fourth matchup, Bray Wyatt versus Goldust. That's just a random matchup. This will be Bray Wyatt's second matchup in Newer's mode. I believe this is Goldust's first matchup in Newer's mode, so this is his debut, necessarily. And then, of course, the main event announced earlier on. Cesaro 1-1 against some contender for the World Championship, Dolph Ziggler, and there goes Kota ibushi over the top rope via the back suplex from Hideo Itami, and just like that, Itami with the momentum, and Ibushi, he tried to do something there, and he's going to counter the suplex from Itami into a nice roll-up there. That was nice. Both men top the office chair. One of these men gonna fall off, not gonna be a good landing, or probably fall through. As Ibushi camel clutch to Hideo Itami on top of the office chair. That's very, very innovative, to say the least. Both these men, of course, they are gonna probably fall at this point. Both these men count 6. Better be careful here. And Itami, he's gonna miss the dropkick. Ibushi now on count of 1. Hideo Itami on count of 7. Sunset flip for no apparent reason by Ibushi. Gonna try probably get count out here. Full Nelson suplex drills Itami's back and head down onto the mat. On count 8 is Hideo Itami, and just a plunge by Ibushi. Ibushi does not care at this point. Dragon screw into a sharpshooter. Nice transition, just like that. Hideo Itami gets started in count 9. And Ibushi, he has him and a power bomb into a Northern Light suplex. I believe that's supposed to be the Golden Star power bomb, but it's not actually a power bomb, so it's like the Ibushi power bomb, the Golden Star power bomb. I forget what it was, but it's not a power bomb. To say at least it is a power bomb type maneuver, but I don't believe this was actually is the game not really done justice because it's not actually the real finisher. I believe I'm not fully sure. Probably is. I don't know. And with Tommy now, he brings Ibushi into the ring to a line tamer. Only a rope break. Bicycle kick nails it. Well, legs swept from under him. As Hideo Itami in the world of trouble. Never mind. He's gonna block out the Irish whip. And Ibushi, he goes flying. Ibushi just couldn't hang on the leverage. And so just with that, Hideo Itami quickly transitions things into a sleeper hold now. And Hideo Itami, the debut and Hideo Itami here on SmackDown, definitely going to be a great superstar to have over here on SmackDown. Like SmackDown doesn't have enough great superstars. So this is definitely going to be good. Itami going to try to fight back some strikes. Not fully helping him out here. Ibushi, he outstrikes Hideo Itami. Itami going to try to fight back some elbows. Not fully able to do it. A nice hurricanrana from Kota Ibushi. Itami on count 7. Make that on count of 8. Has him snap suplex. Nice transition to a side headlock takedown. And Ibushi better get back inside the ring. So, might as well show Itami. Itami gets inside the ring. Count of 9 once again. Hideo Itami just barely get inside the ring. Sharpshooter by Kota Ibushi. What match this has been so far? Lion Tamer counter by Hideo Itami and Itami. Well, you talk about the athleticism of Kota Ibushi. How about the speed and athleticism of Hideo Itami? You gotta think of how even this matchup really is, but to be fair, it's very Kota Ibushi who's been having the upper hand throughout this whole matchup, to be fair, but you gotta really think of how even this matchup could actually be in reality. Well, this pretend numerous months reality. The other time, I'm gonna have to try to fight back here. Have to try at least reverse some full Nelson suplex from Kota Ibushi, vintage full Nelson to a snapmare, then a camel clutch, nice transition. Transition. Back suplex roll up. Back suplex into a victory roll type maneuver from Hideo Itami, and Itami picks up a victory. Hideo Itami major upset. Kota Ibushi was, to be fair, right, just destroying Itami throughout the whole matchup. And then Hideo Itami out of nowhere back suplex into a roll up, and Itami picks up the victory. Impressive from Hideo. Let's now move on to the third match here for SmackDown. Of course, this is the first ever SmackDown show after the Live from the MSG pay-per-view. We're still getting head over heels of that. Of course, there we crowned a new number contender for as Black's World Championship, with as Black as a special guest referee between Dolph Ziggler and Ryback. Ziggler, he didn't win the matchup. A busted up and bloodied Ziggler, a wounded Ziggler, did defeat Ryback. So that was very impressive. Also, we did have the United States Championship triple threat, in which Hiroshi Tanahashi challenged Austin Aries, gave him his rematch clause, and also decided to add in a mystery opponent. Whoever has not debuted on SmackDown yet can answer a challenge, or he just wasn't in Universe mode, who wasn't signed in Universe mode in general. And so that man who wasn't signed in Universe mode at all was Jack Swagger, and therefore Jack Swagger was able to answer the open challenge, in which he came out of the triple threat by making Austin Aries tap out to a side headlock, not an ankle lock, but side headlock. And so Aries, he had not done so well for the United States Championship. He lost twice to Hiroshi Tanahashi by countout. Tanahashi did retain his title twice First in the No Surrender SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view, and then at the SmackDown after the pay-per-view, in which Tanahashi retained his title both times by count out. What a double DT from Nick Jackson, plants Biggie and Xavier Woods, and on Nick and taking Matt. Got Matt and Xavier Woods at this point. And well, then after that, in the Live from She pay-per-view, we did have Austin Aries submit, so, not doing so well. Well, superkick from Matt Jackson to back the head of Xavier Woods and start the superkick counter as that's the second superkick. Super kick party. Here we go, because the Young Bucks are here. And now Xavier Woods just going to throw Matt Jackson over the top. Now going to try to aim for Nick. Try to wear him down before he can try to do any sneaky tactics. Now Xavier and Matt both men in the ring apron. There goes Matt Jackson. Moonsault missed from Xavier Woods. He didn't care about that. Just immediately stand back up. Out of the missed crossbody from Matt. And now just a regular splash type maneuver. Now here comes Biggie and Nick Jackson as they're inside the ring. And there goes Nick. Launched almost to his brother. And there goes the seat. Biggie, I need that. Can you give me back my seat? No, okay. Just gonna stand. Xavier Woods and Biggie, they got a little bit tangled up there. And so now, Matt, he's on top rope. Nails the backwards 450 splash. The reverse 450 splash. Xavier Woods gets out of the ring and count 9. Now super close for Xavier. We'll be into a handicap situation at that point. And Biggie nails the German suplex to Matt Jackson. Xavier Woods is the legal man. Nick just fell for no random apparent reason. Xavier Woods missed the moonsault. Matt, with the upper hand, got his legs. Never mind. Xavier Woods and Matt Jackson, they're tossing out on the outside of the ring. Both men on the ring apron again, both these men. And there goes Matt once again. I was about to say, both these men, they want to get back inside that ring, in which where it could probably be a little bit safer for both, to say the least. Of course, that is the better decision to pick, to be fair. A random explosion just happened, and Nick just fell once again. What's happened with Nick Jackson? German suplex from Big E. What a German that was, to a sleeper hold now. Nick Jackson in the world of trouble here. Gonna have to try to face off against Big E here. Big E gonna keep Matt Jackson grounded. Both these men on the ring apron again. Come on, go inside the ring. And just a falling face buster. Well, the one hook falling face buster to a tornado DT. After a second, Xavier Woods off the hurricane goes Matt Jackson off the ring just like that. Xavier Woods making it. They have the advantage here as we got Biggie and Nick inside the ring. Well, at this point, New Day, they're surprisingly ruined this matchup, because you would think, in first impression, that the Young Bucks they'll probably destroy New Day, but at this point, they're actually surprisingly not. There goes Xavier Woods. Both of these men use the ring apron to their utmost important advantage, just throwing each other out of it. Well, I guess you'd say off it at this point. Matt Jackson counts in their mind. Bridges suplex from Nick, trying to wear down Xavier on the outside, and just like that, the Young Bucks are on a roll. Quickly shift that momentum. Well, Xavier Woods misses the missed dropkick. Matt has him, nails the snap suplex. Both these men, you gotta think that both need tagging their tag team partners. Matt needs tagging Nick. Xavier needs tagging Biggie. Because at this point, you can tell both men are extremely exhausted. They've been through a whole lot of series here. Matt Jackson just momentarily favoring his knee, and now he's crawling up to his feet. He's on count 5. Make that count 6. He gets out of the ring. Xavier Woods now. He's just going to try to taunt and rest. Matt Jackson aiming after Big E, even though Big E's not the league man, but nails the super kick to Big E. Just like that. Super kick party has now started. Trying to do another super kick, on this time to Xavier Woods. Not fully happening. Both of these men are on the outside of the ring again. Come on, keep inside the ring so we can end this matchup. Not necessarily entertaining, to be fair. So now we got Matt. Camel clutch onto Xavier Woods. So now we got Nick with a dropkick to Big E. Just let the Young Bucks. Well, never mind. I was about to say they had momentum. Xavier Woods counters with back suplex. Both these men count 6. And so, both these men definitely wounded. Showing their battle scars here of complete and exhaustion. Simple side kick right to the gut. Xavier Woods now going to counter to a figure four leg lock, and now Matt in the world of trouble. Is he going to tap out to the figure four leg lock? Okay, make 2 ropes in time. So once he had that in locked in, but Matt, he does get out of it. Xavier now just a Bridget suplex. That's fully worked out. Big E just gonna deliver a splash to Matt out after Matt just landed right the outside. 2-1 handicap situation with the New Day just attacking Matt as Nick getting the equalizer. The pool stick. Okay. Or is that the snooker cue? Or are they both the same thing? I don't know. Where? And now there goes Matt Jackson again. Oh my god, keep it in the ring. This idiotic CPU. Keep it in the ring, keep it in the ring, keep it in the ring. Please. That's all I ask of you. You guys have one job, and that's keep it in the ring. Make it like a regular matchup. Finally, took forever in the middle of the ring, please. Xavier Woods now, he's just going to fall off the ring apron. Fall off the ring post like that. Now Matt, he was going to tag Nick. Gets occupied by Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods, he wants that test of strength. Whereas that test of strength was Matt Jackson just going to keep running around the ropes like that. Xavier Woods not going to tag Big E. And there goes, just runs into like a Skull Crush finale. Xavier Woods, and he's going to pick up the victory against Matt Jackson. That was all of a sudden. 2.22. 4 2s. Okay, anyway, so, New Day, they pick up another victory against the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks, they have still not gotten a victory. I believe they're 0-5 in numerous mode now. I believe the Young Bucks are 0-5 in numerous mode. Wow, okay. 0-4 or 0-5. One of them. Well, that explains almost everything. Anyway, moving on from that matchup, that was quite lengthy. At least I enjoyed the Hideo Itami Kota Ibushi matchup. I didn't enjoy the tag matchup at all. Anyway, now moving on to the matchup that's who first no one cares about. Bray Wyatt and golddust. Just a regular Raw filler match in real life. Who cares about this, to be fair? At least make golddust and R-Truth be a credible tag team. Wait, they're not even tag team anymore. What am I talking about? At least make them be credible, I guess. Now, multiple kicks to the groin from Bray Wyatt to golddust. Goldust gonna be feeling that. Bray Wyatt at this point, he just doesn't care. Of course, Wyatt, he is angry after not winning that 10-man battle royal in like week 4 for the national championship. Like, Goldust is gonna try to pick up a victory there and almost stole one there against Bray Wyatt. That was actually quite impressive. The roll up out of nowhere from Goldust. Both these men train strikes, and Goldust is just not gonna nail the strike perfectly. Wyatt now the pin off that border toss, and he's stuck with the border toss. Nice transition to just quickly go into a pin type maneuver. That's why I did not let go of the border toss, and there goes Goldust off top rope. Next close on Bray. He just doesn't care. It's like Bray did not feel it at all, and he goes off the ring apron, and Goldust definitely felt that. Goldust double extended right across the head, right across probably the face even, and Goldust went flying off the ring apron. Now Goldust is just gonna try to fight back here. Nailed the double extended, couple moves go right to the face of Bray Wyatt. Nails that dragon sleeper suplex. Beautiful move to see. And Goldust with the upper hand on Bray Wyatt, as Bray Wyatt definitely did land on his face. So Wyatt favoring his face there. Well, he's just going to simply shove Goldust down of pure anger. Definitely didn't care after that. Goldust has a body slam. There goes Wyatt. Well, Wyatt didn't have soft landing, but okay. Counter to snap mirror. Nice transition to a sleeper hold from Goldust. Goldust with the upper hand on Bray Wyatt. Surprisingly, you most likely think that this would be a squash matchup between, Wyatt just absolutely demolishing Goldust, but surprisingly not. Wyatt on count 6 goes on count 5. That was going to do another Dragon Sleeper suplex. No, just a regular Dragon Sleeper submission. Wyatt gets side ring at count 7. Goldust at the count 6. And now Goldust just gonna simply get struck down off the humongous strike to the face. Brainbuster from Wyatt. Bray Wyatt with the pin, but that's that's not even the one count because that was a rope break. The X handle kind of connected. That was kind of weird. Off the ropes goes Goldust. No one can know he didn't. Just like slipped on there. Rope kicks to the groin. Well, only one. That's actually a pretty decent matchup so far. Of course, Bray Wyatt as maniacal as he is. Braun Strowman, Eric Rowan, Luke Harper. Of course, they're over on ECW. Luke Harper and Eric Rowan are over on ECW as tag team. Braun Strowman over on ECW as the complete and utterly unstoppable monster. What's Bray Wyatt doing here? Trying to figure out what he could do here on SmackDown. Why he's gonna have to get into something. He's gonna have to get into some sort of storyline here on SmackDown if he wants to be credible. Unlike Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, they have only had one matchup on ECW, and that was in week 1. And so that was a long time ago. Neither of them have had a singles matchup. And Braun Strowman, well, he's been getting all the pushes. He's been the best of the Wyatt family so far. And DT connects right into the MMA style submission hold. Like an inverted sleeper, kind of. And with an impressive transition from Bray Wyatt, and Goldust just going to simply go out the ring. Wyatt waiting for him. And now Wyatt, he has him in. Sister Abigail connects into a Dragon Sleeper, but a Dragon Sleeper submission, but that's a rope break. That's another rope break, Bray. If you just did it away from the ropes, you could have actually pinned Goldust, you idiot. I hate the CPU. I hate this computer. Even though it's not in the computer, but it's like the machine is controlling it. You get what I'm trying to say. And now Goldust is going to try to choke the living life out of Bray Wyatt. Wyatt is going to counter now. Mounted punches, ground and pound off the choke. And that is how dangerous Bray Wyatt can be. Can go from choking you to striking you, from striking you to just choking you. Easily going to try to kill you any way he could inside that ring. Same like Joe's going to kill you on SmackDown, but Samoa Joe, he's not booked here for this episode of SmackDown. Anyway, now Goldust simply brings down Bray Wyatt off the top rope. Half-leg crab submission, not going to fully work out. And now a couple strikes from Goldust. There goes Bray Wyatt off of that brutal direct handle. Just like that, Goldust with upper hand on Bray Wyatt. Now to a surfboard type submission maneuver. By surfboard type, I mean that's an actual surfboard. So Goldust, well, he was going to do something wild counter a falling face pressure. That was kind of impressive for a man of Bray Wyatt's size. Impressive to see him maneuver around like that for a move specifically of that sort. Goldust, and he gets side ring count 6. Wyatt in count 6 as well. Goldust, he's going to act like an idiot and think that Bray Wyatt's on the ground. He know he wasn't, so he knee dropped to the ground. Anyway, now back inside the ring. Good, luckily. I don't want none of these two to get outside the ring again, because then the CPU acts like a complete idiot outside the ring. And now Wyatt, well, he gets DT'd for his troubles by Goldust. DT has been very effective in this night earlier on, of course, with Seth Rollins pinning Kofi Kingston. So that was that. Now Wyatt, he's going to try to put Goldust to sleep with that Cobra Clutch submission maneuver a couple of seconds ago. And Wyatt has him, well, no, Goldust had him, my bad, to a Hurricanrana, and that one was almost it. I thought that was going to be it. Only a 1 count, though, sadly. Goldust, he's bringing up a very credible fight against Bray Wyatt, and I gotta admit, I am very, very impressed with Goldust's showing here. I thought that Bray Wyatt would just absolutely demolish him throughout the whole matchup. Goldust surprisingly not lining up here Hurricanrana from Wyatt. You don't usually see a man of the size of Bray Wyatt just do that, and then a simple body slam drills Goldust back right into the mat, and I thought that was gonna be it. 2 count, very close 2 count. I definitely thought Wyatt was gonna pick up a victory there. Not gonna lie, I was ready to say, and what a power slam from Goldust. Never mind. Forget what I was gonna say. Wyatt, and I was just gonna have, at this point, Wyatt, he's getting frustrated. He's gotta think what he's gotta do to put this bizarre. I guess the only thing you could pronounce Goldust as bizarre, not bizarre creature, not bizarre man, not bizarre anything, nothing else but just bizarre. That is Goldust, and so Wyatt, he's thinking what he could do to put Goldust away. At this point, Goldust, he is limping, so you can tell Goldust he is tired. Wyatt, on the other hand, he's not limping, so that's a good sign for Wyatt, bad sign for Goldust, especially since his opponent in this one is Bray Wyatt. And Nation, what? Well, Bray Wyatt, I think he made Goldust tap out to the sleeper. I mean, not the sleeper, but the chokehold. I think Goldust immediately tapped out. But as soon as Goldust tapped out, he transitioned it into one of his own. But Wyatt, he wins the match. The referee caught it. The referee caught Goldust. I'm tapping out. Not gonna lie, I didn't catch it in time. Well, at least I can only assume that I didn't catch it in time. Wow. Okay. Bray Wyatt, he picks up victory. Lackluster matchup to say the least. It was actually a pretty good showing from Goldust. Star Rain didn't do all that too well, but I expected that. Anyway, now main event time. 5th and final matchup here tonight. Cesaro 1-1 against Dolph Ziggler. The only matchup I actually care about here. And now test strength kicking is off. Ziggler now counters. Some nice chain grappling being done here. Cesaro counters with a backward slammer to a chin lock and then to a dragon sleeper suplex. There goes Cesaro. Now back into a chin lock. Ziggler now in a world of trouble here. Gonna have to try to do a drop kick or something. There he goes to the outside ring for his troubles. Cesaro having his way with the number 1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler now, he's not doing so well in this matchup. To kick things off, to say at least Cesaro, he's just gonna fall for no apparent reason. Ziggler now nails the frog splash. Go back inside the ring, please. You two go back inside the ring. Come on. I'm actually expecting this to be a good matchup, so go back inside the ring, please. Now Cesaro sidewalk slam to Dolph Ziggler. Just that Cesaro. Upper hand on Ziggler. Now neck lock, both men on count 5. Both men better get back inside the ring. Because, we all know that both men do not want to get counted out. Both men on count of 6 now. Make that 7, 3 counts away. Both men get inside the ring at the count of 7. Cesaro has Ziggler. Ziggler has Cesaro. Missed the dropkick. Both men inside the ring now. And Ziggler nailing that clothesline. The leaping clothesline. Cesaro just shook that one off easily. Now has Ziggler into a lion tamer. The knee across the back of the neck. And also the back of the head. The knee, of course, will crush that part of the body. Which is why the lion tamer is actually so effective. Now Ziggler off the top rope nails the clothesline. Cesaro just shakes it off like he never felt it in the first place. There goes Ziggler off with the lariat. Ziggler answers back with a drop kick into a bridge suplex. That's why Dolph Ziggler is probably one of the most talented wrestlers. No, not probably. He is one of the most talented wrestlers here on SmackDown. And of numerous mode, easily pulls off great matches. But then again, so is Cesaro, so is Kevin Owens, who is injured. So does Hideo Itami, who is now debuted. So is Seth Rollins. So is Kota Ibushi. So is John Cena. So is Cesaro. So is Samoa Joe. So is the World Heavyweight Champion Aleister Black. So is the United States Champion Jack Swagger, I guess. So is Hiroshi Tanahashi, your former United States Champion. Anyway, SmackDown has a better roster. That's what I'm trying to say. But I've said that way too many times before in past episodes, so you guys already know that. As back suplex from Ziggler into a shooting star press. What a move from Ziggler. You rarely ever see Ziggler go off the top rope for, something like that. If anything, I expected it to be an elbow drop, but a shooting star press. Not gonna lie. That one definitely caught me off guard. If anything, I was expecting an elbow drop, a shooting star press from Ziggler. Very impressive. The technicality of Dolph Ziggler, the athleticism of Ziggler, puts him as the kind of superstar to pull off great caliber matches. As Cesaro now on the count 7. Cesaro not doing so well on this side of the matchup. In the beginning, he was. To kick off things with some chain grappling, some nice counters into submissions, nice transitions. Cesaro on count 9, he better get back inside the ring, and no, he doesn't. Yes, he does. Ziggler misses the clothesline. Very crucial point for Ziggler now. Cesaro just gonna pick his poison and target it throughout this whole matchup now. But nothing specific that Ziggler has not been doing well. Hurricane around the counter. Well, and then the counter by Ziggler. He tries to do a victory against Cesaro. Cesaro tries to do it against Ziggler. I like that. I really like that spot in the matchup. Monkey Cliff and Cesaro. Ziggler bouncing off his back, the back head probably, which is why he was dazed for a couple seconds. And now Ziggler running around the ring for no apparent reason. Probably trying to get worked up here. Cesaro trying to do a grapple while Ziggler just going to keep answering back some strikes. He does finally do it with a body slam. Ziggler immediately get back up, no selling that body slam. Counters with Hurricane. There goes Cesaro's head off of the mat. Just bouncing off, ricocheting to make Cesaro immediately sit back up. And Ziggler, he actually was there. Fisherman suplex. I would have loved to see Ziggler do that. That would have been Impressive. See if Ziggler got the victory there or not as well. Next, would have been pretty good. Now Cesaro just multiple kicks to, I think that was the gut of Ziggler. Fishman suplex from Cesaro to Ziggler. Ziggler failed his one, and now Ziggler countered to a small package. And I thought that was going to pick up victory. Sidewalk slam from Cesaro. Can this one be it? 1, 2, and only 2. Back and forth contest is between these two men so far. I really am enjoying this. And this is why we put this as your main event, because we knew that these two men would pull off great matches, such as this drop kick from Ziggler delivers it to Cesaro, and that will be a rope break off of the surfboard submission hold. Ziggler now thinking what he could do and try to pull away Cesaro, and there's the clothesline off top rope. Frog splash now. Has him Cesaro gonna try to fight back some strikes, in which he does. Goes out top rope, nails the shoulder block to back the head of Ziggler. Cesaro on the roll now, has him up, nails the neutralizer. I know that's a pedigree, but it's supposed to be neutralized in the game. Puts his finisher out of nowhere. Cesaro has pinned your number one contender. I know that that's a pedigree, but the pedigree is Cesaro's finisher in the game, since they don't actually have an actual motion for the neutralizer. Unless you want to do like a power driver or something like that. So, which is why, the pedigree is supposed to be a neutralizer for Cesaro in the game. So anyway, Cesaro, he pulls out the neutralizer. Let's just pretend that's neutralizer, okay? He pulled out a neutralizer completely out of nowhere. That was unexpected. Pulls it out of nowhere on Dolph Ziggler. He got frustrated up to a point he's not going to even wait for his finisher to come to him. He does the finisher out of nowhere, nails Dolph Ziggler, pins him for the 1, 2, 3. Cesaro has now pinned your number one contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, Dolph Ziggler. Now you got to think at this point. Does this automatically mean that Cesaro steals Dolph Ziggler's number one contendership? Or does it mean that it could turn into a triple threat? We did have a triple threat for the championship and no surrender between Aleister Black, Ryback, and Ziggler. Of course, Aleister Black, he won the vacant World Heavyweight Championship. Then Ziggler defeated Ryback in their third ever matchup against each other, which was probably, quite frankly, their best matchup against each other. And it was also a 20-minute matchup, so that was good, which made Ziggler number one contender. So now you gotta think, was this main for World Heavyweight Champion Aleister Black? Does he have to defend against Cesaro, still Dolph Ziggler, or probably a triple threat matchup? We all know the World Heavyweight Champion Aleister Black wouldn't care. He is a fighting World Heavyweight Champion here in SmackDown. So either way, definitely in for shortly. Gonna be a great matchup. Black versus Ziggler, Black versus Cesaro, or Black versus Cesaro and Ziggler. That'll be a great one as well. Thank you guys for watching this episode, this week 9 episode of SmackDown. I did enjoy it. Recap very quickly. I enjoyed the Cruiserweight title tournament finals between Seth Rollins and Kofi Kingston. I actually was paying attention throughout the matchup, but I was trying to announce other stuff. But I was paying attention to it. I especially did like the ending with the DDT. Hideo Itami versus Kota Ibushi. I liked it. It was Big E and Xavier versus Young Bucks. It was boring. Bray Wyatt versus Golddust. It got boring for some parts. And Cesaro versus Dolph Ziggler. That was great. But Big E and Xavier versus Young Bucks, could have been better at least. Probably some more super kicks by Young Bucks. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this week 9 episode of SmackDown. Catch you all for the next one, where we're going to have the new show in universe mode, which is going to be announced once you see the thumbnail and once uploaded video. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and bye.